I found the best places to take photos in Taipei, Taiwan, and I'm going to share them with you. Now, there's many videos out there that give recommendations about where to take photos, but the problem with these videos is that they all just list the same places. Now, I'm a street photographer, I know what I like, and I want to share with you the places that I discovered through my exploration that I think you would like, especially if you're into my style of photography. And if you stick by to the end, I also have a real nice coffee shop that I think you would like. Now, most places do recommend Elephant Mountain, Taipei 101, or Ximending, and you know what? They are okay, but there's definitely better places out there, and I think you would enjoy mine much better. First of all, I'm going to start with what I think is the most obvious, but the area around Taipei main station, and I'm talking about maybe like a 1 or 2 block circumference around the station area, is actually very good for photography. There's a lot of variety and there's a lot of interest. So definitely recommend a day or two just to explore the area surrounding the station. I think you'll really enjoy that. Now, my absolute favorite area that I found photographing in Taipei was actually Datong Historical District. Some areas did feel kind of historical, but the reason I liked it so much is because there were just so many old streets and shops. It just had so much variety. I didn't really enjoy shooting the more modern areas of Taipei. It felt very normal. For example, if you ever photographed a big city, such as New York, it feels like it's just blocks and blocks and it all just kind of feels the same. Like it gets boring really quickly. And that's how I felt with the more modern areas of Taipei. But Datong had a lot of character, a lot of areas to explore, alleys. They had this temple called Shillim Day Market Temple. I'm not sure I'm saying the name right, but that was something I really enjoyed very much, and I got lots of photos in that area. And the further north I reached or explored of the Datong district, the more and more I discovered that I really enjoyed. In fact, I spent most of my nights exploring this area for that matter. Another area that I thoroughly enjoyed was the Wanhua district. Now, I know most photographers will tell you to explore the Ximending area, but to be honest, I didn't like it so much. I mean, it was alright to go and check it out, but there's just too many people for the type of pictures that I would like to take. The areas surrounding Ximending Station were great though. I'm talking about the alleys that kind of curve out of the main Ximending area. However, as you explore further south, you start getting into Wanhua. And Wanhua was what I enjoyed second most of than the Datong district. So I spent a lot of nights in Wanhua, and I actually had some of my favorite photos from Wanhua. There's also this temple that I really enjoyed there, but there was one night market in Wanhua and there was a temple nearby it, and I was able to thoroughly explore the area. And you actually might want to be careful because there's a red light district right there. Like I took pictures around the areas, but I would not recommend taking out your camera where there's working people. Another such area in Wanhua was it was actually called something Tourist Street, and it was right next to a station, and just walking down the whole street you could see girls working to your left and to your right. So I put my camera away when I passed through there. Now, to a much more lighter note, some of you may have heard of the night markets in Taipei. I personally feel that if you visit one, you kind of visit them all. In other words, I find them a little bit overrated, but I do enjoy them. And I think my favorite one was the Shillim night market. That was the most unique of all the different night markets that I saw. There were also lots of photographs in that area that were just stunners. So, well, I didn't get so many good pictures in the markets themselves, and that's the same for all the night markets. The area around Shillim, the corridors, the little dark alleyways, just like snaking their way through between connecting everything, those were where I got some of my best shots. So here's my advice. When you visit the night markets in Taipei or anywhere in Taiwan, usually the areas immediately surrounding the night markets are the most interesting. And if you take pictures in the night markets themselves, they all just kind of look the same, I feel. I of course also enjoy this area called Tamsui or Tamsui, not really sure how to say it correctly, but it is northern part of Taipei, and it does take a little while on the red line, I believe, but there is this one area called like the Tamsui main street or something, shopping street, whatever. On one side of it is the ocean, so it's like a little wharf. You can enjoy a stroll, take some nice different photos on there. If you also explore the areas around the main shopping street, you'll find that it's very gritty and it's got like a lot of character. The kind of thing I love about taking photographs that makes my pictures stand out. So I really enjoyed Tamsui. Now there was this spot in Elephant Mountain that I really enjoyed. I forgot the name of it exactly, but I found that it was where I got like the best picture of Taipei 101 from. And to me this was like the best spot to get a whole picture of the city. Now if you do want to go to Taipei 101, maybe you get some nice photos, that's great. But as for me, I find that going to these kind of places with lookouts, whenever you look from the tower, the cities just look the same as any other cities. What you need in these pictures of landscapes is like, you need a landmark. And for me, the landmark for Taipei is Taipei 101. Oh, I almost forgot. There was this one spot that's become very popular, especially with Instagram crowd. You can see the Taipei 101 in the background, and it's got like a nice izakaya in the view. And it's a surprisingly easy photo to get. And this is actually located near the base of Elephant Mountain. So I'm gonna write the name of the izakaya so you can just find it on Google and get there easily, but I did like that picture very much. Now I did spend a lot of my time exploring the various districts of Taipei. In fact, I feel like I visited most of the city, but those are my favorite areas. Like I know, I think it's called Taipei Station or something like that, but like the shopping district located in the center of the city, and you know, many people go there, but I found that it wasn't for me. It didn't really offer the kind of pictures I was looking for. It was very modern, and like I say, it just looks like any other city in that regard. But this is just my bias. I like old things, I like gritty things, I like the street, I like the architecture, I like how the city looks so raw, you know. I don't like things that are clean and sterile and they have like basically no character. So if you're still watching, I want to recommend Haruya Cafe. This place is located in the Datong district, and you know, whenever I travel I visit many different cafes. I just love trying different coffees, and I found myself going to this one the most. So yeah, be sure to check it out. The prices were amazing, that's all I can really say, and the food is great. Anyways, thank you for watching, and leave a comment or something, or a follow. See you around.